into the Reebok Stadium. Bolton Wanderers, Southampton. What happened there is Per Franson fires one through.
Pair.
This was a
More pair.
shouldn't have been any matches. No pair for pair.
Poor pair.
Bolton Wanderers beat Liverpool.
Yeah,
They were 3 wins out of 4 matches. Southampton hasn't won a match yet.
They haven't scored a goal yet.
It's a mismatch, right?
Well, Joe Testament trying to do everything he can. And Southampton, you would think that the odds, of course, would not be in their favor. There's James Beattie, who got the start this afternoon, or that afternoon. Only able to get it going. However, Southampton would continue to push forward. They were the better team. There's ex-Derby man Roy Delap having a go. Move on to the second half. Southampton putting the hurt on the defense right through the heart of it. Daddy Powers, the little Latvian, the substitute, the first goal in over 300 minutes for Southampton, and they get off the schneid and walk out with 3.
Ooh, this one. Dean Sturridge against his former club put the Foxes in front and helped ease Peter Taylor's worries for the future. Fabrizio Ravanelli's penalty, though, after Burton had been fouled, looked like robbing Leicester of victory before Savage intervened. One of his club colleagues had another perspective on the post-match fracas and blames the stewards.
Once it spilled out a little bit at Passatunner, you could...
Side Derby, and look how quickly Everton get off the mark at Goodison Park. Kevin Campbell, 1-0. Look out for that guy in the white hair. It looks like the man from the Never-Ending Story. It's actually Abel Xavier. Everton lead at 1-0, but that is where it would all fall apart.
2 words for you, Max. Stevie G. Hurting you once, hurts you twice. The England hero levels it in minute 12. This, the 165th edition of the Merseyside Derby, living up to the billing.
It looked like it took a deflection, but it certainly did not. At 1-1, Heskey goes down. Penal. Paul Dirk in there to make the call. Just bad contact. And Michael Owen, who has been unstoppable for England, unstoppable for Liverpool. Just another goal for him. And Liverpool, after trailing by 1 here in minute 31, have a 1-goal advantage.
The confidence of Owen evident on the penalty. No hesitation. However, this guy, the new addition, and what a great addition he's been. Yananarisa! Minute 52 in the second half. Liverpool getting off to a great start in half number 2. But take a look again. The move from Anarisa going far posts. That's professional.
If you figured a guy had a future at Liverpool, it would be a man with red hair like that. 3-1. Late heroics by Stéphane Anchot. Clears that off the line. Everton were valiant in the second half, but it really wasn't to be. One more go at it. They squeeze it up to Campbell. He's onside. He's behind the Liverpool defense. Oh, but Jerzy Dudek.
And Jerzy Dudek, after that miserable debut against Aston Villa, performing very well. Gaza also back in this match. Another chance for him to get one off for Campbell. Now, Dudek up to the cause, and Liverpool takes city bragging rights. Craven Cottage, Arsenal in town. That spells misery, right? Right. Freddie Ljungberg in minute 17, and the Gunners looking for another road victory, off to a great start.
Thank God he stopped dyeing his hair red. It just didn't look good. It must have hurt his chances with the ladies.
What's up with you and your hair comments?
Have I said it a lot? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll stop. 1-0. Here come Fulham. Fulham, no easy win for a promoted side. Up the right side. Steed.
Malbranc. And Malbranc, a welcome addition to Muppet United, my fantasy league team, and Malbranc leveling this
and
one.
You
here
are a Muppet.
In minute 48. Work down the right side, though, and an Arsenal defense caught napping. The speed of Fulham pays off. We are level. However, that would be short-lived. We move on to the later stages of the second half. And this is where Freddie Ljungberg will put that beautiful ball through. Thierry Henry, a world-class finish before he heads off to Australia, and Arsenal taking command.
Yes, Thierry Henry. There's so many weapons for Arsenal. If it's not Henry, it's Bergkamp. If it's not Bergkamp, it's Pires. If it's not Pires, it's Ljungberg. And there is Ljungberg. And all the usual suspects. Viltort, look at him just beat the defense of Fulham and sets up Bergie. 3-1 Arsenal cruising here at Highbury. That is your, I should say at Craven Cottage, that is your final score.
Another team like Leicester with slightly less pressure after securing their first league win of the season. But rest assured, nobody will be holding back. Tom Eveling.
Hello, man. We're going up to the northeast for perhaps the match of the year so far. This one, Laurent Robert introducing himself to the Tyneside faithful. Look at this.
This guy has a huge future, not only here in England, but as a French international. 1-0, but Man United would come surging back. Giggsy, the cross. Ruud van Nistelrooy inches away from putting it through. More pressure from Man United. Look at the spin from Ruud.
And Van Nistelrooy, a great turn after missing that golden opportunity off the cross from Giggs. Take a look at this one again. Now, this is why they brought him in. Good strength, the finish to the far post, beats the keeper, and nothing Shea Given can do about it.
Giveaway in the midfield. Rob Lee's about to score a goal. Tell me where he got this goal celebration from.
I don't know. Alan Shearer, maybe?
It is!
The first goal in 3 years for Mr. Lee. Terrible, and I mean terrible goalkeeping from Fabian Barthez. However, Newcastle giving reason for delight of their home fans. Stigos Davizas, the Greek international, making it 3-1 here early in the second half.
Newcastle United just cruising, doing whatever they want to this all of a sudden very average Man United defense. They would come back in the second half. Giggs. That makes it 3-2. Great finish as one of the Neville brothers comes up the right side. More from Man United at the edge of the 18. La Brujita.
Ex-Lazio, Juan Sebastian Veron. 2 goals in 2 minutes. You can never count Manchester United out despite their poor defending, but it would be their Achilles heel today. Barthez makes the save. There he is. Old, reliable Alan Shearer. And now Mr. Shearer's 3rd goal in his last 2 matches. Newcastle takes the lead in minute 82. Curtains for Manchester United, and there's trouble at Old Trafford.
And Bobby Robson very close on this instance. Kylie had a late jump on it. Thankfully for him, it went wide. Then a chance for Charlton. Mark Fish headed in. Nigel Martin with the save. Great corner within the defender, testing Nigel. And then Mark Fish with some very, very sloppy defending. Robbie Keane slides in there. I guess you can put this under the category of ball watching for Mark Fish. Robbie Keane, no problem whatsoever. And a somersault. And Leeds United.
Charlton were never lower than 14th in the table last season and spent most of the second half of the campaign certainly in the top 10. A remarkable achievement, really. They probably would have got a bit more credit had Ipswich not done even better. Ipswich came up with them. Robbie Keane. Bowyer's in the box. Keane, though, was looking for Kewell, but it was cut out by Fish. Paducah muscles in on him. The battle of the big men is won by the Aussie ahead of the South African. Nicely done by Mark Paducah. Now Batty. This time Scott Parker's going to hassle Paducah. Mills takes over. Oh, nice flip from Mills. Ian Hart trying to get there, and Fish forced to concede a corner. Kewell conspire. David Batty thought he was going to have a pop for a minute. Goals from him are pretty rare. Mills! Oh yes! And it had to be him, didn't it? Danny Mills scores against his former club. He was being jeered by the Charlton fans, but he's now being cheered by the Leeds fans. Perfectly placed, planted into the bottom corner. And Leeds are probably home and dry now. 2-0 up at the Valley. And how often do players score against their former clubs? Seems to happen a heck of a lot. And that has piled on the misery, really, for the Charlton fans.
Portman Road, Ipswich Town battling Blackburn Rovers. Ipswich Town in blue. There's their captain, Matty Holland. Look at this ball squeezed through and off the crossbar it goes. And it goes in on the second effort. Alan Armstrong, 1-0 Ipswich.
And the misery continues for Blackburn keeper Brad Speedle. And Ipswich Town, of course, trying to crack the top half of the standings, but they'd have to deal with a little guy named Matt Janssen first. The Blackburn Rovers leveling it in minute 54. The second half, another chance for Armstrong. No, Friedel makes amends, and Blackburn walks out of Suffolk with a point.